Cameron Indoor, where the #3 team in America looks to keep its headlock on the top spot in the ACC. It's that often underrated part of the season, several games ahead of Champ Week, where the stages of the season have gone from envisioning who you could be to the time where you're sharpening that vision or you're scrambling to get in. You know this for sure. March, it's just win, baby. Shot clock down to 7. He did. Foster to drive it. And on the other side of the iron, Boozer will finish that.
He's just so active around the rim. You can utilize him as a driver, but also
very active there, playing with a bad wrist. Sarr will drive it and score. It just seems to get better and better. He has already won the Rookie of the Week in the ACC 8 times. Gungba trying to use that baseline to spin. Nicely done. This is a tremendous defensive team. Duke always has a good defensive unit. This is one of their best. That'll spin out for Boozer. Grabs his own miss and right back up.
Syracuse is going to have to keep people off the offensive glass.
And the drive by Boozer. Caden Boozer all the way through. Coming off a good game on Saturday against Clemson. Caden Boozer hooks up with his brother, passing was so often and so well. Brother out of the game right now in heavy traffic. And Evans takes a knock and he'll head to the line.
It was such a great defensive possession by Syracuse, and just Evans got Betsy to bite on the ball fake, and Duke works on that a ton.
Well, right now it's looking like at least 8 teams are headed for the NCAA tournament. Nice cut there, and Emmanuel finished that.
And that game the other night really helped them down the stretch get a win.
Duke playing a lengthy stretch here without Cam Boozer, but they got that man. Syracuse only 1 for their last 9 shooting it. They need a bucket. They're not going to get it here. On the run out, Sarr trying to beat the field. Slams it down. You're in it.
And Isaiah Evans doing a really good job of contesting. You talk about the vision of Cameron Boozer. What an outlet pass to Sarr, who's able to give a big. If you're going to beat a top 5 program on the road in their gym, your best player needs to bring it. And he needs to get quality touches and positions on the floor where he can score. But as you see, you're going to see this screen. The screen's going to come right down this way in this area here. And watch how he hits him on the screen. Actually cracks into him. And it just opens up that entire lane. Kyle has been told to stay with Booth.
Syracuse trying to stay connected here at Cameron Indoor. Boozer, long one. Yes, sir. He can do that too.
Nate George finally playing with the pace you saw him play at last year offensively at Georgia Tech.
And Boozer kicks it to his brother in the corner. Pretty open look. Down a triple. And they have 8 wins over top 25 opponents. Boozer the major reason why off the double fake and finishes that.
Where a smaller comes to set a pick for him, but he just pars his way to the basket.
Caden Boozer out in front. Evans hangs on to it, left it short. Cam Boozer with another 2. Here's Freeman trying to make a spin move. Wow. Great play by Gungba to keep that alive. Boozer to Evans for the slam. And it happens that quickly here. And leading by 16. Boozer bouncing for Gungba. Been really active offensively, getting inside. Got the shot he wanted, tipped it in.
To get that offensive rebound off his own miss.
Foster jump behind the line, and he'll swish in a triple. Those first 5 minutes.
And this team can find a 3rd and 4th option that consistently steps up to score the ball. That's when they'll be best determined to win a championship.
Timeout, Syracuse.
Similar to SMU. Now they're going to their zone. Man.
They go to Boozer for an easy dunk.
Reverse pivoting can shoot a little fadeaway. Such an NBA move.
6 points. He's averaging 18. Foster to drive it. Hands off and an easy slam. 54-34. Boozer. Yeah,
leave the ball. Even bigs can guard the perimeter.
Another touch for Boozer. On Kyle, has him on the hip. Still working, lays it in so strong with that lower half. And Duke with a 60-37 advantage.
Oh, but you got a chance to call the Clemson game. Just a level of physicality.
So blessed, and that little baby went home today.
Well, I love that, and I'd love for you to go home tomorrow and give her a big hug, man. You deserve it.
Very kind of you, Mike. It's incredible how successful he has been. Emmanuel, coming off the bench, has buried a couple of threes. For Red Autry in Syracuse. Malik Brown zipping the pass. Evans wants to get closer on the run, lays it in.
Hasn't reached their ceiling yet offensively. There's still so much room for growth. That's the scary part about who this team is.
Dumbo with the dunk. However, on defense,
so that size and that length is what they use in the defensive end. Look at that.
Right on cue, right? Poked away by Brown, who is an incredible defender.
And what a display Iowa State put on the other day against Kansas. So talk about just beating Kansas up at Hilton Coliseum. After his dad made a tweet, obviously a lot of people have opinions on how he should be played, but he deleted social media and he's came back to work for the Syracuse Orangemen. I got to tell you, Opie, how excited I am for Saturday. Getting a chance to see Duke, Cameron Boozer going against Yexo Landenberg, two of the top bigs we have in the nation, averaging pretty much a double-double. Same with JT Toppin. Saw him the other night against Texas Tech. AJ DeBonta, and a player we'll get a chance to see Saturday, Yexo Landenberg.
Now John Shire's got to love it. The end-to-end effort. Harris open. Yes, still swishing a three. Darren Harris, the sophomore out of Virginia. Red Autry in the orange, hoping to spring an upset. They were in it in the first half for most of it. Up and in by Amenya. He'll be headed for the line, and a three-point play is 10 points. Caden Boozer with the pass. They just continue to add on. Harris with the kick to Caden Boozer and an open three as they get to 98.
Decision tracker with him so they can help him make the reads on both the defensive and offensive end.
Well, Emmanuel can hit that all day, and he gets him over 100-1 in the ACC. They continue to be kings of the hill in the Atlantic Coast Conference. And that kind of a fitting way to end it with the thefts, because their defense was suffocating. They hold Syracuse to 64. That's about the average for John Shire's team. His team is unbelievable on the defensive end. And tonight they get 101.